Thanks for joining us. I'm Paula Ebben with the WBZ News Update. Our top stories this Monday: a task force created to take on anti-Semitism at Harvard University is already going through a leadership change. The school confirms that Professor Rafaela Sadun will no longer lead the group. Harvard says she wanted to refocus on academic work, but the Crimson is reporting that the professor was worried Harvard would not implement any of the changes recommended by the group. Harvard has been heavily criticized by alumni, donors, and lawmakers over its handling of discrimination and its response to the Hamas terror attack. Police made a quick arrest after a window was smashed at a Bank of America in Boston today. You can see the smashed glass on Federal Street. Officers responded to the area just after 1:30 this morning and say they found 44-year-old Antoine Washington barricaded inside. Police were able to get in and arrest him. He is facing several charges. If you were affected by last week's AT&T outage, you might be getting some money. AT&T is planning to reimburse customers for Thursday's network outage. The company says it will issue a $5 credit to potentially impacted wireless customers. AT&T says that is the average cost of a full day of service. Tens of thousands of people dealt with error messages or no service connection. The company says it wants to recognize the frustration that outage caused. Well, kicking off the week in the 50s, and it only gets better from here. Let's get a check of the forecast now with meteorologist Jason Mikell.
Paula, after early morning showers and even some cloudy skies across the area, mainly on the south shore of the Cape and even the islands, we've now cleared everything out and we have beautiful sunshine. Rising temperatures expected the next few days with a spring fever almost with some periods of heavy rain to be expected overnight Tuesday night heading in towards Wednesday. Look at the Cascade Affair happening, going from the low 40s around 9 p.m. this evening, eventually settling back into the mid to upper 20s. So we'll have mostly clear skies, still a very chilly night with a light wind expected around 5:30. That is our sunset time. Temperatures back into the 50s overall tomorrow with increasing clouds. Obviously with the south wind, you add a little bit more humidity to the atmosphere. That causes even more clouds to move back in. That chance of rain arriving very late. This has by and large been one of the driest, in fact, as of this point, the driest February we've had on record. Look at this, 0.42 in terms of rainfall, 1877. You can see there a little bit more, and even back to 1987, you had nearly 3/4 of an inch. On top of that, again, looking at the month of February, we've been basically moisture starved, but we will be ending the month likely gaining anywhere from 1 to 2 inches. This is in the forecast beginning tomorrow night through Wednesday evening as we expect more rain to move back in. Here's our hour-by-hour forecast. We'll get right into the mix here, okay? Tomorrow morning, roughly in the wee hours of the morning, notice more clouds moving back in. There is a minimal chance, though, late morning into the early afternoon, we'll start to work in a few garden variety type showers. These are just renegade showers that are roar through the area. The real nexus of energy begins to arrive once we get into Tuesday evening. Again, notice a south wind. This is going to be a very steady wind, 15 to 20 miles per hour at times, but also moderate to heavy rain could be expected south and east of town, getting over towards the Cape and the islands. So again, coming in and off of the Cape, you can expect some wet weather that'll spill on over into the early morning hour commute, especially for us on Wednesday morning. This is mid to late morning hours, still showing some shower activity along the south shore of the Cape and the islands. And this is our cold front arriving, folks, around 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And this will likely carry with it some pretty significant winds. Certainly as the frontal boundary is moving through, you're definitely going to hear the wind roaring, but also the claps of thunder can also be heard possibly at times. Some wintry weather will likely come in on the tail end side of this as the whole front moves on out of here. We can expect gusty winds anywhere from 30 to 40 miles per hour just in time for the frontal boundary to begin passing. Here's that next 7 as we roll things out for you here. You can see temperatures remain into the 50s today, tomorrow, even on Wednesday. By Thursday, look at this. Temperatures are plummeting, brisk winds. By Friday, we're back into the 40s with dry conditions, and even on Saturday and Sunday, a stray shower or two, but still very mild with temperatures climbing to near 60 degrees.
All right, Jason, thank you. I'm Paula Ebben. This has been a WBZ News Update.